If you don't mind, could you share that beautiful story you told about the blind woman with everyone? It's a real story, right? Yes, it's a true story about a couple named Mark and Susan. They had been married for a few years when suddenly Susan began to lose her eyesight. She got really depressed and sank into a deep despondency. That sounds so tough. How did they cope with it? Mark was incredibly supportive. He told her, "Listen, honey, I'm gonna stick with you and help you learn how to do your job blind." So they worked hard together. Mark went with her to the office every day, showing her how to do her job as a blind woman. Once she felt comfortable, he'd head to his work at an army base. It's amazing he did that, but it must have been so hard for Susan. It was one day Mark told her, "Susan, I'm sorry, but I'm getting to work too late. You're gonna have to go to your job on your own." Susan was freaked out. She said, "There's no way I can ride the bus, walk the streets, go up the stairs, and do my job alone." That's a lot to handle. What did Mark do? He reassured her, "No, honey, I'm gonna stay with you and teach you until you're ready." They practiced for a couple of weeks. Eventually Mark told her, "I think you know it well enough. I have to go to work earlier now." How did Susan manage after that? Monday came and Susan got on the bus, walked the block, climbed the stairs, and reached her desk seamlessly. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, it all went beautifully. By Friday, she was feeling more confident. As she boarded the bus, the driver said, "You know, you're a really lucky woman." Susan replied, "Stop it. I'm a blind woman." What did the driver say? The driver told her, "Yes, ma'am. But every day this week when you've gotten off the bus, there's been a man in a military uniform standing on the street corner. He never takes his eyes off you. He watches you as you walk down the sidewalk, cross the street, go up the stairs, and enter the building. As soon as you go inside, he stands at attention, gives you a salute, blows you a kiss, and then leaves." Wow, that's so touching. In that moment, Susan realized, "That's my husband. He's been watching over me this whole time." She understood she was never alone, and that's exactly what God does for us in an even more profound way. He calls us to do the same for each other, to protect, focus on, listen to, build up, and encourage one another. That's how a marriage flourishes beautifully. I love that.